everyone. Welcome to our new series, SumItUp with Sumeet, where we are going to discuss everything iPaaS. My name is Ruma Sanyal, and I head up cloud and integration and modernization product marketing here at Informatica. So, Sumeet, do you want to introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you so much for having me here, everyone. I'm very excited to be here. Hi, everyone. My name is Sumeet, and I lead the product management team for all of our iPaaS product lines at Informatica. Been in this company for over 15 years. I've done multiple product lines, including big data, cloud integration, and now I'm leading the iPaaS product line. So excited to be here. And just to tell you a little bit about me, apart from work, I'm also a very fitness and enthusiastic. Love working out, and I'm also a passionate dancer.
That's awesome. I think our viewers love hearing that, the personal side especially. So what are we talking about today, Sumeet?
Yeah, so I have a great set of agenda today, Ruma. So I'm going to cover some of the latest innovations we have done in the world of iPaaS. So I'll probably give a quick glimpse of what are the things we are doing in this area, the latest innovations we have added, especially in our Q3 release, and how it will help to our customers. And then I will also show a quick demo for our viewers to take a glimpse of some of the new innovations we have added.
That's awesome. So before jumping in, I want you to give our viewers a sense of, you as a product owner, you have a vision for this portfolio, your iPaaS portfolio. What is that? Tell our viewers a little bit about it.
Absolutely, Roman. That's a great question because we don't do any features or enhancement in our products without a vision in the mind. So our vision is very simple. We actually rely on 5E principle. The first E is about easy, efficient, enterprise grade for everyone and everywhere. As simple as that. And all our product features and functionality revolves around it. How we make the things super easy for our customers, how we make it more efficient, and then how we make it enterprise grade. Enterprise grade is a key thing which we provide at Informatica. So these are the few things which we really factor in whenever we build any features and products at Informatica. So that's our key vision. And I also want to share you that our mission, the mission for us is that we also want to simplify API and app integration to enable business to process their data and AI at the scale which can give them a faster business.
Nice. So the 5E's, very easy to remember, but very compelling. Easy, efficient, enterprise grade for everyone, everywhere.
Everywhere, exactly.
That's awesome. So, what is your first innovation? What do you want to talk about first?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start with the first E, easy. So we have added a lot of features in this release to improve productivity of our users. And there is one thing which I'm really excited about. It's called recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is recipes? Now, think of recipes are like the pre-built processes which are fully tested, vetted, and available out of the box for our customers. So what we have done is we have actually packaged some of the frequently used industry solutions and packages in our product itself. And these solutions could be incident management, patient management, employee onboarding, even GenAI recipes, which we will talk in more details. These are all the recipes which are packaged in the product itself. And the benefit for customers is that you don't need to start from the scratch. You will have a boilerplate solution which you can start with, and that immensely improve the productivity of our customers.
That's awesome. So it hits on both easy and efficient.
Absolutely.
And even, the democratization for everyone that you talked about. That's awesome. Do you want to talk now about, I know, usability and productivity improvements? You're very proud of them. Do you want to talk about them a little bit?
Yeah. So continuing on the easy theme, Ruma, one of the other big things we have added in this release is improving our usability. Now, this is a constant feedback we get from our customers that we need to make it more simple, more intuitive to our customers because our product is being used by all different user personas, somebody who are non-technical to all the way to our technical personas as well. So what we have done in this release is we have actually simplified the entire look and feel of our product. We have given them a very modern look and feel. Now, when you log into the product, you will find a completely fresh look and feel of the product. We have also simplified our homepage So now the users who have used our API and app integration product, they will see that now the homepage has revamped. It is more simpler. And then we have also improved the connection creation, the connection pages, and then also the way you publish an API from a process. We made it like a single click. So that
Wow.
means as you create your process, you will have a way to even publish that process in the API center. So with all this innovation, we believe that our customers will find it super easy to use our product and be more productive.
Yeah, single click API. That sounded really, really compelling. But now I think we're going to talk about a topic that is top of mind and really interesting to all of our viewers, which is GenAI. So tell us what innovation in that domain you guys have done.
Absolutely. So now that moves us to our second E, which is efficiency. Now in efficiency, we do like Informatica offers both where we use AI to improve our customers' productivity. And then we use AI for our customers, like how we can help customers to build their own AI apps or GenAI apps in this case, right? So we have done innovation in both of these areas, Ruma, right?
Nice.
So I'll start with where how we at Informatica have used AI to improve productivity of our customers. So this is where we, the other way to call it is our Claire features, right? So so there are a few things we have done in the Claire feature side, especially in our Q3 release. The first one is about giving auto mapping functionality to our CAI customer users. What this means is that when you build any CAI processes, now we will have intelligence baked in where we can auto link the different fields together so that you don't need to do drag and drop, and it will be automatically linked based on the intelligence which Claire is deriving. So now this will save a lot of time. It's definitely improve the developer productivity. And we have seen instead of spending hours in mapping the fields, now you can do that whole auto map within seconds. So this is a great initiative which we have launched, and this will immensely help the customer productivity.
That's amazing.
The other thing on this side is also creation of process objects. So now this is a process object from JSON file is also a commonly asked features from our customers. So now if you have a JSON payload, now you can create this reusable process object, and you can read a lot of these in a lot more details in our release. So that's the first side of the AI story, Ruma, which is where we use AI to improve productivity of our customers. Now there is altogether a second set of use case where how we help customers to build their own GenAI app. Right. So now this is also something we have launched new in our Q1 release, and we are continuing to improve that in our Q2 release as well. Now what we have done in this is we have now introduced a simple drag and drop experience for our customers to build their own GenAI apps, which means they don't need to learn LangChain, they don't need to run Llama-Desk or any of the hand coding technologies out there. Just by using their own skill, which they have used with Informatica, now these customers can build GenAI apps. Now, if I need to elaborate this more, how we do it by providing out-of-the-box connectors to all the latest large language models. Now, whether the large language model is coming from some of our partners like Google, Microsoft, AWS, or even from open source, like we can even connect to all the open source large language models. We can even connect to vector databases like Pinecone, and there are other vector databases coming from our hyperscalers. All of that is now natively available in our product. Other than that, we are also making some of these GenAI recipes out of the box available to our customers. So that means that if you are new to GenAI, you don't know how to build RAG pipelines or how you build AI agents pipeline. Now you don't need to worry about that. We will have a pre-built, tested, industry-known solution available as part of our recipes project so that our customers can get started just by one click. So that's an exciting place where we are innovating a lot, Ruma, and in this our July and August release, we have added many new enhancements.
Wow, though that's very compelling. So you talked about AI for data management, which is driven off of Claire, and it drives automation. It makes users much more efficient. Like someone who may have taken hours to do mapping now can do it in a few seconds. Absolutely. And then on the other side, the customer's ambition of developing GenAI applications, someone who is not a highly skilled developer with knowledge of how to build GenAI apps can also participate. So again, that theme of democratization comes back into the picture. Excellent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent. Now going back to, the bread and butter, connectivity. So talk to us more about connectivity.
Absolutely. So that brings us to the third E, which is the enterprise grade. I'm counting. So we started with easy, efficient, and now I'm talking about enterprise grade. Now, connectivity, as you said, is our bread and butter. We continue to enhance connectivity, plus add new connectors. So same in July and August release, we have added a bunch of new connectors out of the box. And these connector includes Marketo, ServiceNow, Dynamic 365, NetSuite, even OpenAI connectivity, as we were discussing.
I knew you were going to say that.
Exactly. Like OpenAI, Gemini, even Bedrock from AWS, all of these connectors, Pinecone, vector databases, all these will be available out of the box to our customers to start leveraging it. And then we have also improved some of our existing connectors, such as RabbitMQ, Amazon SQS, AMQP. So there are some enhancements which went into these existing connectors as well. So both adding new connectors as well as improving the existing connectors, all based on our customer requests and customers.
Excellent. So, we've covered a lot. What about verticals? Anything on the industry or the vertical side we are doing?
Yeah, it's a great question because we see a big uptake, especially from our customer base on the healthcare and life sciences side. So one of the repeatable use case we always see is that how we can use this HL7 to FHIR conversion and this whole to have this pub sub way of publishing and subscribing to it. So what we have done is we have actually built a pre-built templates for our healthcare customers, especially for these publishing these different file formats, whether it's HL7 and FHIR, and you will have using our cloud integration hub, you will have a pre-built template where you can publish any healthcare standard, and you can also multiple subscribers can subscribe to it. Now, subscriber can be MDM, it could be even any ODS for analytics. It can be any other subscriber. So that way you are not reading and writing multiple times. You're not doing point-to-point integration. You are actually doing a pub sub kind of an integration. So this is also a very important feature we have added in our enterprise grade, which is showing having cloud integration hub available for healthcare.
That's amazing. That's a great innovation that I'm sure will add a lot of value to our healthcare customers. What about, so we're talking about iPaaS. API management is a critical capability within that. So what innovation have we done in that domain?
No, yeah. So as you said, API Center is front and center of our iPaaS product line. And I want to remind our viewers that we have launched a new service called API Center last year, which is getting a lot of traction to our customers. You think of API Center, Uma, is like a single place where you can design your APIs, deploy your APIs, do implementation all through a single pane of glass. It support both bottom up and top down approaches. Now, especially in our July and August release, we have added a lot more features into this service. It is also using a more modern gateway, so it can scale up to 100 million APIs per day per gateway kind of a scale. And then we have also added some functional features like allowing user rate limit or API groups, all part of our July and August. So if you haven't done that already, if you already have Informatica and IDMC, you have entitled for API Center. It's available in IPU. So I highly encourage all our customers to check it out.
Yeah, API Center sounds excellent. A lot of innovation and investment going into it. So we have walked our viewers through such compelling new innovations. What about a demo for them?
Let's do it. So I'm going to give a demo of some of our latest innovation, which we discussed, Ruma. And let me set up my demo environment. All right. So this is my demo. So in this demo, what I'm going to demonstrate is how we at Informatica have used some of these latest features. And then I will particularly talk about GenAI use case.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yes, yes. So what you see here, Uma, is our IDMC page. So I'm going to log in here and there you go. What you see here is our new look and feel of our product line. If you are a new customer, you will find this more modern. If you're an existing customer, you will also see this button that we have this modern view, which is turned on here. So which means that if you don't like this reason, which I don't think would be the case, but we also provide you a way to go back to the older UI or a classic UI, just like how you use Gmail, where you have a option of
Outlook. Yeah. So
Exactly.
users have that flexibility.
We have that flexibility. So in this demo, I've kept it in a modern view because I love it. And then you will also see a new revamp of our homepage. Now, this is a new homepage which we have developed. It's more goal oriented, very simple to use. Now what I'll show you is our recipes. Now what you see here is right in the homepage itself, you will have a way to just click on recipes and you can find all the recipes which we are shipping out of the box for our customers. Now out of these recipes, now you can see that we have all these different recipes. There are different tags. You can search any of these recipes. Now in this use case, I'm going to search for RAG, right? So remember I was telling you that I'm going to use AI recipes. So luckily I found AI recipes, which is available by Informatica, which is provided by Informatica. It says that it is a single RAG in consumption with Pinecone. And it also gives me that it is using Gemini model with Pinecone and it's an AI recipe. So I like this recipe and then I can go inside this. So now here you can see, Ruma, you can actually check out all the details of our recipe. And if you like it, you just need to click a button called use.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the moment you say that I want to use it, we will just ask you which location you want to use it. So in this use case, I'm going to put recipe demo. And now what it is doing is it is copying that recipe into that folder called recipe demo. Now that is the copy is done, now let me look into that recipe demo. So now these are all the different things which came out of that recipe. So it has a bunch of processes, sub-processes, it has some connections, and also it has some reusable process objects. Now, to make it work, the first thing I need to do is I need to apply my own API keys or the LLM keys into some of these connectors. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go and open this Gemini connector, and you can see that this API key is empty here. So now first thing I'll do is I'll apply, I go in and apply my API key. Now I'm ready. I've already applied my API key. I can save this and I can also publish this. So now this connector is ready. Now let me go to...
That took just a few clicks.
Absolutely. That's the goal of recipes, that everything is super easy. Now, one other thing I want to show our viewers is that if I go to the new and this app connection page, now you can see that this is also a brand new page for our connectors. Now, this is also a new usability features we have done, where we have now launching all of these connectors in a very simpler way for our customers. And you can see that these are all the different connectors available out of the box for our customers. And in this case also here, if I move in and I search for AI, you will find all these connectors we have added, like whether it's Azure OpenAI, Google Gemini, all these connectors are added out of the box for our customers to take advantage of. So this is good. Now I'm going to cancel this and I'm going to go back to my recipe and open up Pinecone. Now I've already applied the API key for Gemini model, but I need to do the similar thing for my Pinecone connectors, which is the vector database. Mm-hmm. So here also I'm going to apply my API key. I'm going to save it and I'm going to publish it. So now that my both connections are ready, I can go back and open up the process. Now, this is the end-to-end process, which you see here is actually used for RAG use case. Now, what you can see here is that we are setting up an LLM, we are generating embedding, and then we are calling this LLM, and then we are getting the answer from these LLMs. And some of these are the sub-processes which we are using.
Got it.
So for example, if I go inside this generate embedding model, you will see that we are actually creating the embedding model here. We also have this Pinecone query, and then we are saving the content here. Now, if I go drill more into this create embedding, you can see that this is the kind of logic we are using to build embedding for our GenAI use case. Now, if I go back, I'll also show you how we are generating the Pinecone query. This is how simple it is for me to generate the Pinecone query for this. Now, let me go back to my parent process here. And I'll also show you query LLM with Gemini. This is where after I generate the query, because I'm sending the query, I'm getting the context from the LLM. Now I need to pass that context to my large language model. And this is the process for that, where I'm passing that model into my Gemini. So now that I've shown you all of these things, I'm ready to save this and publish this. You will also see that we also have this option to publish to API Center. So now this is also a new thing we have added in our July and August release, Ruma. Now what this means is that just by a single click, our customers can not just create the process, but they can also publish it as an API in our API Center.
So others wish to use this process in their applications or for some other reason can use it through a single API call.
Absolutely. So now that I've published it, now let me go back and show you this process in our API Center. So now if you open up our ISCS platform, you will see this API Center. You will see this is already, if I go to the API console, under published APIs, you will see that this query is already added. And now I can create a managed API here. When I put a managed API, now I can provide all these authentication protocols to this API. Now this has an immense advantage to our customer, and I'll give you one of the use case. I was working with one of our customer, and one of the biggest problem that customer faced was when you build and deploy in any large language model, you need to put an API governance layer. Otherwise, you can have a lot of cost overruns problem, because if you have millions of people hitting your LLMs, you will, in just a matter of time, you are going to run out of your tokens. So that's where you need to provide authentication. You need to provide rate limiting protocols, and all of that is needed even more when you're building an API with your large language model, or you're building any GenAI app.
Sure.
So this is how we make a GenAI enterprise class by providing it API governance also on top of it. So now at this level, I can do a lot of things. I can do privacy settings. I can also I can block something. For example, if I see somebody sending SSN number, I can block it. I can block the response as well. So these are all the different action we can take while someone queries this RAG pipelines. So now that I have done all these things, I am ready to go, and this is available as my managed API. And I can activate these APIs. Now this API is available, activated, and it is in production, deployed in our gate. Okay, so now if we can actually copy the URL which we have launched, and now we are ready to run this whole RAG pipeline which we have created. So now I can just run it, and you can see that this is the input API which we are sending. Now, if I run this, it is going to run the process under the covers, and I can go to our application integration console, and I can see all the available runs of this. And we also, one of the other cool thing which we provide is also the debugging functionality and observability functionality. Now from here, you can see all the different places how this whole flow has happened. And you can even, if something fails, you can even debug it at this level.
That's amazing.
So in short, what I have shown you in this demo, Ruma, if I need to summarize what you just saw, is I've shown you all the 3 E's which we have discussed in the beginning. I showed you how we made it easy by showing you all the different usability features. I talked about recipes, how easy it is for our customers to use recipes. Then on the efficiency feature, I showed you how we are using some of these recipes to improve customers' productivity, to build their own GenAI app. I showed how easy it is for them to build these RAG pipelines and consumption pipelines. They don't need to learn. They don't need to worry about building everything on their own. Everything is packaged by us. And then the third thing I showed you is the enterprise class, where I showed you that the same GenAI recipes, which are the solution which you have built, how we are making it enterprise class by providing API governance on top of it, also providing different layers of debugging and observability, along with showing you the different connectivity options which we have, so that it is a plug and play for our customer. So that's how we are innovating. I hope this gives you some clarity on some of the things we have done in this release.
Yeah, Sumeet, this is the most excellent demo. because it really convinced me that you are aligned to your vision of the 5 E's that we talked about in the beginning. How would you want to summarize, the discussion for our viewers today?
Yeah, I know I talked a lot. I've shared a lot of information. But what you see right now in the screen is the summary of some of the things we have released in our July and August release. Again, on the easy side, we have released recipes. We improved a bunch of usability improvements. We have also done a lot of work on our efficiency, especially around the smart mapping features we discussed, and the enterprise grade functionality where we have added connectivities. We have improved API lifecycle management by adding new features. So these are the few things which we have done in our upcoming release.
Excellent. So what is next for our viewers?
Yeah. So first of all, I'd like to thank you, Roma, for having me here, and to our viewers who are watching this video. I'll leave you with three things. The first thing is, if you like what you just heard from us, there is a detailed webinar which we just did 1 month back. There is a link for that, so please do check out that webinar. You can read a lot about our newer features, all the things we discussed in our release note, and then try it out. I mean, there is a free trial out here, 30-day trial, and all these features are available in the trial. So I'll definitely like to invite all our customers and prospects and all the people who are watching this to please try out our product.
All right. This has been great. I'm sure our viewers have taken a lot from your summary of the iPaaS innovations that you have done recently. Thank you, Sumeet. And thank you to our viewers for staying with us.
Thank you.